What is up, everybody? This is Anthony with VR 365. What is going on? It is Saturday. It is July 20th, and it is high noon. It is high noon, at least here in California, the greatest country ever. Yay! The Republic of California. Coming to a theater near you in the year 2038 after the great disaster. The great disaster of Tripoli has happened, and the California Republic rises again. What is up, folks? It is July 20th. It is high noon. It is time for another VR 365 episode. And yeah, perfect timing, because the way I understand it, F reality has just come to an end. F reality, man. F reality. Dude, F reality, bro. F it. F it. I'm out of here. I don't give a F about reality, so F reality. So, you're not hearing any audio. Well, my snowball mic does appear to be activated. Does anybody else not hear any audio? So far, only VR Spry Guy is saying he doesn't hear any audio. I don't believe I'm muted, so I think everything is good. All right, so today, folks, we're going to start off today's show. It's a little bit of a shiz show. I got to be honest here. Okay, so yeah, it was on VR Spry Guy. Yeah, it always makes me nervous, though, when someone is in chat is like, oh man, the stream froze. Like, the stream froze. I don't hear anything. There's no video. It's all messed up. I don't know what is going on. Oh my God, it's 102 degrees in Connecticut. Get the F out of Dodge. F reality with that shiz. Actually, it was about like 96 or something the other day here in Sacramento. And every day, I don't have my fan going on right now. Notice that my hair is not blowing, but most refresh stream, most of the shows that I've had recently, I've had to, F. Frank says, I hear Anthony in Spanish. Habla inglés, no habla inglés. I've had my fan popping off in most of the episodes, especially all the nighttime 7:30 p.m. type episodes. I typically have my fan popping off, and the reason for that, man, is it freaking gets warm up in this joint, especially in Sacramento. Sack of tomatoes. It can get hot up in here. Seriously, really hot. Okay, so I've got a number of house cleaning issues to get through today in today's show that I got to talk about at the top of the show. First off, I want to say, for those that didn't see it in chat earlier, I'm giving away 3 codes today. Well, technically, I'm not giving them away. Paolo Triani is giving them away. And you know what? I want to give a quick shout out to Paolo Triani. He does have his own YouTube channel, so I'm going to switch over to the Webinal. And, my chat is not in Webinal. So hold on, let me pop it like it's hot. I got to pop out the chat in a proper kind of a way. Where is my chat poppage? Okay, let me copy this, and we got to put the chat up into the Webinal. So that is something I forgot to do, apparently. Let's go ahead and update that. There we go. Okay, now chat is popped in. Yeah, so this is Paolo Triani's YouTube channel, Shadow Point Walkthrough, First Impressions of Rogan, a playthrough of, looks like, Vader Immortal. Some other stuff is going on here. So Paolo Triani, he's doing it big on YouTube. He's got 525 subscribers. Maybe we can push that over 600 today with this elaborate YouTube stunt. It's an elaborate stunt. He's given me 3 codes to give away, and for all of that, we're going to take him to 600. I don't know. Maybe we won't take him to 600. The VR 365 army will rally around it. But yeah, we do have 3 codes to give away. Now, Bill B says, are you still twitching it up? Yes, we are twitching it up, but you know what? I got some news about Twitch. Am I going to be on Twitch tomorrow, twitching it up, or am I going to be on YouTube? Stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned, because you know what? there might be some interesting news about that. We might not be on Twitch tomorrow, and we might have a reason why we're not going to be on Twitch tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. But I got to go through these house cleaning show notes, basically, is what I'm dealing with right here. Okay, so the first news of the day, summer vacation, guys. Summer vacation. I am going away. I am leaving you. I'm leaving you, man. Brenda has a big old butt. There used to be an LL Cool J song, something about big old butts, right? And he's like, but I'm leaving you because Brenda got a big old butt. I'm leaving you because Brenda got a big old butt. It's a famous quote from an ancient LL Cool J song about big old butts. I'm leaving you guys next week. I'm going on vacation, okay? I'm going back to Cali. No, guess what? I'm not going to Cali. I'm going to the Big Apple. Yeah, I've never been to New York in my entire life, but I'm going to visit New York, the Big Apple, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to check out Times Square. I'm going to check out like the National Museum of History or whatever, you know? What's that movie? Something about Night in the Museum? I'm basically going to go to that classic museum. I'm of course going to go to the Statue of Liberty, which is on Ellis Island, right? The Statue of Liberty is on Ellis Island. Now you're going to tell me, no, the Statue of Liberty is on Liberty Island. Well, guess what? That's a friggin' Mandela effect. That is a Mandela effect because 40 years ago, the Statue of Liberty was on Ellis Island. And now it's on Liberty Island. This is a bunch of bullshit, man. We've got parallel universes that are colliding with each other. They're effing up Fruit Loops. They're effing up Fruit of the Loom on my freaking underwear. They're screwing everything up, man. And now they're moving the Statue of Liberty from Ellis Island. They're moving it to Liberty Island. So I'm going to check out a Mandela effect live and in person. VR Spry Guy says, I've been to New York and I'm never going back. Bryant Park and New York Library. Oh, Central Park. Yeah, I got to check out Central Park, of course. I got to do that. So anyway, I'm going to New York. So what does that mean for this show? It means the show is dead. No, actually what's going to happen is I'm going to do a show on Monday. Well, I'm obviously doing a show today. I'm going to do a show tomorrow. I'm going to do a show on Monday and I'm going to do a show on Tuesday. But after that, the next episode is going to be Wednesday, July 31st. Yes, the final day of July. So I am taking a full week off and I don't have plans to live stream or Twitch it up or anything while I'm in New York. I'm going to be there with my family and we've got a lot of stuff to hit up in a very short period of time. I'm going to hit up Little Italy, y'all. I'm going to be walking around in Little Italy with my submachine gun. I'm going to have some freaking pasta and some New York pizza in Little Italy. And there's probably going to be somebody there. If there's somebody there that has my last name, they're related to me, like straight up. Like I might have some like legitimate mafioso up there in New York, in Little Italy, that are like, Antonio, it's been so long since we've seen you, man. Come back to the mafia, man. Like they say mang. They don't say mang in Little Italy, man. That is Scarface. But yeah, I'm going to be in New York for the very first time ever. The farthest I've ever been that way is Chicago. I've never even been on the East Coast. Never, ever been on the East Coast. So I'm going to be on the East Coast for the very first time. So basically, we're going to have a show today, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, but then no shows for a full entire week. I'm going to come back on July 31st, 7:30 p.m. Now, here is the good news, though. While I'm gone, I'm going to try to upload some of these Twitch episodes. Every day while I'm gone, I'm going to try to upload some of these Twitch episodes onto YouTube, previously recorded episodes. So there is that. Okay, now, as we continue, Little Italy, baby, Mamma Mia. Yep, I'm live from New York. I'm going to be in the building. Argambo, you live in New York, right? Is Argambo Tyrell Wood, or did I get that wrong? Like, I need to interview Argambo, man. We need to definitely interview Argambo at some point. Tyrell Wood, right? Is Argambo Tyrell Wood, or am I tripping? Did I see that somewhere, or was that something else? I don't know. I might be off a little bit. But yeah, I believe he's in New York. So we're going to do a live interview in New York in Times Square, right? I'll meet you in Times Square, bro. No, I don't know. I don't know that that's going to happen. Okay, so I have some other news to get into. Other news. Oh, no, that was a joke. That was a joke. Okay. No, because one time I saw Argambo, like I was in an F reality. I was watching the F reality show, in chat, and Argambo was in chat, and he said, ciao, ciao, like the Italian ciao, right? And I was like, oh, maybe that is Tyrell Wood. He said ciao. That's Tyrell Wood, right? No, I guess not. Okay, it was a joke. In other news, I wanted to mention that there are also going to be some changes that are coming to this channel when I do come back. Okay, so here's the deal, guys. Guess what? I'm now working full time, 40 hours a week in my day job. So I'm back to working full time in my day job, 40 hours a week. Now, what does this mean to you? What it means to you is really there's no change. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday is the same old deal. We've been doing 7:30 p.m. Pacific time shows on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Now what's going to happen? Well, we're going to do 7:30 p.m. Pacific shows, 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, Monday through Friday. So every day, Monday through Friday, 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. It is late night hype like a mofo, Monday through Friday. Now, Saturday and Sunday, same old story. Saturday and Sunday typically is noon on Saturday, 11:30 a.m. on Sunday. That is not going to change. But I am working full time. And the thing that sucks about going to this 40-hour week in my regular day job is it does mean there's going to be a lot more shiz shows, baby. Not a lot of preparation, not a lot of production values and stuff. More shiz show, more off the cuff type of thing where I just turn on cameras and just try to ball out of control with no real preparation. So that is going to happen Monday through Friday. Want to let you guys know about that. Okay, now the last big topic I have in terms of house cleaning before we get started here, the last big topic that I have is tomorrow. I don't know if this is going to happen or not, but I might have a very big interview. One of probably the biggest interview I've had up to this point in time. A very big interview. And if that happens, if this interview happens, I don't know absolutely positively if it's going to happen, but if it does happen, tomorrow's episode is going to be on YouTube, not on Twitch, okay? If this interview happens, I'm going to do it live on YouTube tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. or maybe 11 a.m. I have to double check again when that's going to start. But I might have a pretty big interview that is going to happen tomorrow. Now, if it doesn't happen, I'm just going to be on Twitch like normal. So stay tuned. I'll try to tweet it out if I know it's like locked in 100%. Don't know if it's locked in 100%. Bill B says, doesn't the VR Roundtable channel belong to you with its 3.8K Really? We have 3.8K subs on VR Roundtable? I didn't know about that. And Super Chat. No, it doesn't belong to me. So technically I think the VR Roundtable channel is actually Gary's channel did we create a new channel? I forget how it works, but I know it's going to Gary. And so Gary has to deal with like taxes and stuff from like AdSense payments and stuff like that. So all of that happens. So no, I do not have that channel. I do not have the VR Roundtable channel. I don't have the Super Chats. Now, if I asked Gary, like, dude, Gary, give me that channel but the thing is, he might be able to like give me the channel and stuff, but then it's going to like, it would create a tax nightmare. I need to figure out my own goddamn problem. my own AdSense problem. I need to figure it out. But you know what? I'm glad you mentioned it about my problems here in terms of monetization, because I got to talk about that real quick. I'm not monetized, guys. On YouTube, there is no monetization. You do not see ads on this channel. The only time you see ads on this channel is when I'm running some kind of video that the person that owns the video, they're like, oh, hell no, this fool ran my video. I'm monetizing the shit out of this dude's channel, and I'm going to take all that juicy money. So every once in a while, you do see an ad on this channel, but it ain't related to me. It's related to somebody else that is doing a copyright strike. So this channel is not monetized. So how is this channel supported if it's not monetized? What reason do I have to come here and bawl out of control every night? April Scott. Yeah, April Scott is going to be on the show tomorrow. And it's going to be crazy. I'm going to have a bucket right in front of me for the drool and all of that. No. Okay, wait, what was I just talking about? Yeah, the monetization, right? So the way I'm monetized is I do have Patreon supporters, and I appreciate my Patreon supporters. It is incredibly awesome to have some Patreon support. I also have, product placement. Exactly. Here we go. Labu Lingerie. I don't think it exists anywhere but like Sacramento, maybe. There's a place called Labu, and they've got great croissants and really good coffee. Hi, wouldn't you like to enjoy a nice cup of coffee and have a wonderful croissant? A nice raspberry croissant, an apricot croissant. No, they do have some bomb-ass croissants. If you ever come to Sacramento and you want to hit up a Labu, get yourself a bomb-ass croissant. But you know what the secret is? Okay, croissant. You know what the secret is to the croissant? You want to actually take the croissant home. You want to turn on your oven to about 280 degrees. You put the croissant in there for about 3 minutes. You take it out. It is fluffy. It is warm. You pull it apart. It melts in your mouth. And of course, you're going to have a nice cup of French roast, Peet's coffee to go along with it. It's a beautiful morning. It is a beautiful morning at Labu, sponsored by Labu. But no, I do get some PayPal donations, and the reason for this incredibly long, drawn-out intro is I just wanted to thank a couple of the PayPal homies. So let me go ahead and bring that up, because I haven't been doing a good job of thanking Patreon supporters and PayPal donators and stuff like that. So I just wanted to mention Labu. Yeah, Labu. Anakin Bell Made Simple. Isn't it supposed to be Anakin, bro? Who the frick is Anakin anyway? This fool wanted to make his name Anakin, Bell Made Simple, and he freaking spelled it Anakin. But yeah, he's been there. He's been at Labu. He's had a bomb-ass croissant. Tell me, are the croissants bomb? Yes or no? Anakin, you've been at Labu. You've had some good coffee. You've seen it happen. But I need to thank some recent PayPal donators. Okay, SARN donated $3. This was today, July 20th. $3. Thank you so much, SARN. That is like a recurring payment that he does. Every month donates $3. I appreciate it. It is incredible. Those $3 may actually go to Labu, right? And I can get a croissant with those $3. Maybe. Okay, Hans-Jürgen Wolich. $10 donation today on July 20th. Really appreciate it, Hans-Jürgen. Absolutely appreciate it. I love your lotion. I love your lotion. The Hans-Jürgen lotion, right? Hands, and the Jürgen lotion. It makes total sense, right? Okay, Deli Wolfensparger, a $1 donation on July 19th. Now, you might think, $1? What is Deli Wolfensparger doing donating $1? Well, you know what? He also donated me a $25 gift card to Burger King. Yeah, oh shit, now I got to start this thing over. I ran out of time on my little oh wait, it's going to run through. It'll run through again. I don't need to start it. Here it is again. Yeah, so Deli Wolfensparger donated $1, and then he said, He said, keep your eye on the emails or something like that. And then I got a donation, a Burger King gift card donation for $25 from Deli Wolfensbarger. Now, nobody else do this. I do not eat at Burger King. I don't eat at Burger King, so nobody else please do that. Although my kids eat at Burger King. We've got a Burger King really close to the house, and I often will run over there and grab them a Whopper or whatever they want to eat for some crappy food. But that's what they do, right? Okay, Scion VR with a $20 donation. That was on July 16th. Hyperion with a $36.50 donation on July 14th. And Jason Westmus, also known as Mr. Moneybags, also known as Bankatorical, Jason Westmus, with money just coming out of his ears. He found a $50 bill under his couch cushion and donated it to VR365. How incredible is that? But no, seriously, I truly do appreciate all of these PayPal donations. It keeps the lights on. I mean, look at, there's lights. They're on. All those lights. See those lights lined up over there? Do you know how much it costs to keep these friggin' lights on? It costs a hell of a lot. I've got a cat that's walking around here, and I got to give her some goddamn cat food. And then there's the hookers and the blow. And without your PayPal donations, there's no way I would have so much blow and so many hookers. See, Scion with a $20 donation up there. Absolutely appreciate it. So yeah, only the finest Chilean sea bass. Only the finest Chilean sea bass. Thank you so much, Scion VR. I am going to enjoy some incredible Chilean sea bass, spared no expense. And I'm not talking about a chili dog, guys. I'm not talking about a chili dog with some sea bass. I'm talking about Chilean, like South America, like Chile, like earthquakes. We're having a lot of earthquakes here in California, by the way. It's a good thing I'm going to New York. Maybe when I'm in New York, right? Yeah, and Sally, guess what? We got a donation, $50, Jason Westmus. So you're actually going to be paid this month, Sally. You're doing such a great job over there. Really appreciate it. Yeah, Sally is going to be well taken care of thanks to Jason Westmus. And you know what? I'm going to New York, guys, and that's a good thing because California is going to fall into the goddamn ocean when I'm gone. So it's perfect timing. It's going to work out great. And when I come back, maybe where I live in Sacramento will be nice beachfront property. So that will be kind of sweet. Okay, so let's finally get off of all of this drama. God damn. Did you ever think I could spend that long talking about some bullcrap, doing some show notes and stuff like that? I bet you didn't think so. Okay, so remember this game, guys, right here by Cubic Planet Studio. It is called Node. Let's check out this trailer for a quick second. Like, look at how beautiful and incredible this game looks. Look at those environments. Look at the lighting. Look at the sunlight coming in. You kind of get an old school kind of a Doom vibe, an old school kind of a Quake Unreal kind of a vibe, like a late 90s, early 2000s piece. Look at that lighting, dog. Look at that lighting. Look at the shadows. Look at the freaking texture mapping. Look at those shaders. Look at the particle effects. It is incredible. And then look at these weird looking alien dudes. My one worry, the one worry I have about the game is I hope there's more enemies besides those weird looking alien dudes, because that's going to get a little bit boring. But why am I talking about this? Why am I talking about this game Node? I'm talking about it because, let me get to it over here. Let's go check out the Steam page real quick. So bouncing back over here to the webinar. This is the game Node. I'm not talking about the YouTube channel. I'm not talking about Brandon Jayla. I'm not talking about Stress Level Zero. I'm not talking about Boneworks. I'm talking about a game called Node by Cubic Planet Studio. Release date July 20th. Holy shit, today's July 20th. Awesome, bro. We're all playing Node today, right? Yeah, right? No, we're not. We're not playing Node today. Why? Because the actual release date is July 22nd. This game plans to unlock. It has plans. I don't know if those plans will be waylaid, but it plans to unlock in 2 days on Monday, July 22nd. I think this thing looks pretty goddamn beautiful. Nobody's talking about it. Have you seen a story on Upload VR about Node coming on Monday? I don't think so. Have you seen a story on Road to VR about Node coming? Yeah. Paradise Decay says it looks like Singularity 5, which Anthony didn't like, and I didn't. I did not like Singularity 5. They can update that shit to high hell and back, and I still won't like Singularity 5. But I do like how this baby looks. This thing looks incredible. Again, the two biggest worries I have with this game, I worry about enemy variety. I hope there's a variety of enemies. I hope there's, like, it sure looks pretty. It looks pretty as can be, but I really hope there's a bit of variety, and I hope there's like some missions and some things to do, maybe a little bit of a story, and I hope there's some different enemies. My other big worry about this game is performance, because, dude, when you have sunlight streaming through the windows like that, and the reflections on everything, the way this game looks, it looks drop dead gorgeous. So I do worry a little bit about performance on this game because it does look so freaking dope. But yeah, I haven't heard anything about this. Nobody's talking about it, but I believe it is coming Monday unless it gets waylaid in some kind of way, shape, or form. But let's go ahead and go back over here. That's the trailer that's running. It does look pretty dope. I'm excited for it. Hopefully this will live up to expectations, which are pretty low, really, other than me. I'm the one that has the high expectations for this. Okay, what is the next story that we wanted to get into here? Hold on a second. I got to find my show notes. Okay, so we went through all the house cleaning crap. We went through Node. So we can go ahead and move on to our next story, and that is over there on Upload VR. So let me go ahead and find it on Upload VR, our favorite website of all time. So let's go ahead and bounce over here, guys. Let me go ahead and switch over. And so one of the big stories that we found out about is Oculus has clarified their return policy. And this is quite interesting, and honestly, I gotta honestly say, is this return policy too generous? Is it too generous? Now, I know what you're thinking when there's a headline like, is Oculus's return policy too generous? How the hell can an Oculus return policy be too generous? This is a mega corporation, right? They're recording us at all times. They got cameras all over the damn place. You know, they're recording everything we're doing. They're feeding it into their master AI computer. They're going to freaking create doppelgangers of us, and we're not even going to exist anymore. Invasion of the Body Snatchers, courtesy of Zuckerberg himself. So how could they be too generous? Well, I don't know. I'm worried about this. It's like something that is too generous worries me. I worry that there's going to be a shoe that drops, something's going to happen, there's going to be some kind of problem. Okay, so here's what we're talking about, folks. So basically, this is what their return policy is. You get 2 hours, up to 2 hours. So an hour and 59 minutes. So you can buy a game for your Oculus Rift, like Racket NX, for example. You can play Racket NX for an hour and 58 minutes, and as long as it hasn't been more than 14 days since you bought it, and as long as you haven't played 2 hours, you can return it. Now, here's the thing, though. They talk about potential abuse, and so they don't want abuse of their system. They don't want people using it like a rental policy. This ain't freaking Redbox, all right? This ain't Blockbuster Video. This isn't a rental pass, and they want to warn people about that. So what they're doing is they're allowing 5 returns, five returns in a 30-day period, which I think is incredibly generous. Like, I think the 2-hour time frame is freaking ridiculously generous, and I think the 5 returns in a month is incredibly generous. Okay, so let's see, what is their official return policy? It says you may return apps, games, and mini experiences purchased through Oculus for Oculus Rift, Rift S, and Quest for any reason. Any reason, brah. So long as you submit your request within 14 days of purchase and you have engaged with the content for no more than 2 hours. Okay? That sounds really freaking generous, right? Now, they don't talk about the 5 days there. But of course, Upload VR, they reached out to Oculus and said, wait a minute, we bought like 8 different things, or we bought 10 different things. We returned 8 of them. We tried to return 8 of them, and then they didn't say it. They said that it qualifies as an abuse of our systems, and that they allowed them a one-time exception and would allow them to refund a 6th game, but would deny any further refund requests. And then so they reached out to Oculus for an official comment about this, and Oculus gave them an official comment, and here it is. We have a generous refund policy. You sure as hell do. You really do. But that policy states that we may deny refund requests if we detect potential abuse of our refund system. For example, by requesting bulk refunds over a short period of time, we begin to assume potential abuse when our system flags more than 5 refund requests in a 30-day period. But we also consider every situation on a case-by-case basis. I think this is plenty generous. I think this is incredibly generous to give you 5 returns a month and to give you up to 2 hours. Personally, if it was up to, like if I was running the show, I would say two returns a month, and I would say 45 minutes or even a half an hour. I don't think you need 2 hours. There's certain games out there, shit, you give them 2 hours, they can damn near finish the whole entire game. And see, here's the problem with policies like this. The problem with having a generous policy like this is there are so many people on planet Earth that don't agree with me. You know what I always say, guys? I always say there's no such thing as getting over. You can't get over on anybody. You can't. You can't get over on the man. You can't cheat on your taxes. You can't park in that handicap spot. You can do it, and you might even get away with it for about 5 minutes. You might get away with it. Maybe you park in the handicap spot right in front of your local grocery store because you just want to run in and return that movie into the Redbox machine, and nobody's going to notice you. You're going to get away with it, right? There is no such thing as getting over, ladies and gentlemen. That's our metaphysical minute. The earlier you understand this in your life, that there is no such thing as getting over, stop trying to get over on people. If you have a girlfriend, don't cheat on her. Don't cheat on her. You're trying to get over. You're trying to have your cake and eat it too. If you have a girlfriend and you want to cheat with some other chick, then kick your girlfriend to the curb. Set her free, and then you don't need to cheat. Then you can go out and do what you need to do. There is no such thing as getting over. The problem is, I'm only one dude out of 7 billion. Okay? And there's a lot of people out there that believe in getting over, and they love getting over. And it doesn't work. They don't get over. They might think they're getting over, but then a year later, they're driving down the street and they have a flat tire, and then their freaking transmission goes out, and then freaking this happens, and then they get fired. There's no getting over, y'all. But a lot of people don't believe that. They believe you can get over. And so I guarantee you that there are people that are going to abuse the living crap out of this. And that's why we cannot have good things, ladies and gentlemen. We cannot have good things because there's too many people that don't give an F. They say F reality. They don't give an F. Simplex says, no getting over? Tell that to Trump. Trump deserves it, man. He did not. No, I'm not. Dude, Trump, whatever. This is the metaphysical moment. Or no, it's the metaphysical minute. Anakin. It's the metaphysical minute, not a metaphysical moment. There's no such thing as getting over, but people don't realize that. They're going to try to get over. So now you're going to have people that are deliberately buying 5 games every month as rentals. There's people that are going to be renting They're going to be renting, guys. They're going to say, oh, this is awesome. Redbox. I didn't know Oculus just opened up Redbox in the Oculus store. I got 5 free rentals over 30 days. As long as I only play it for an hour and 50 minutes, it is all gravy. Simplex says, I wish Anthony was right. I am right. I am right. It's just the sheeple don't know it. The sheeple don't know it. Don't get over on anybody. Good things will happen to you if you don't get over on anybody. An Epic Journeyman says, I live in Hawaii. If you live here longer than a week and didn't believe in karma before, you will. Ah, yes. Balance. Yeah. So my thought on this whole Oculus return policy, and I actually did a post on the Oculus subreddit about this. Why don't these companies rent games? Like, why not have a rental service? Why not have a rental service? And this goes for like PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo. We have Redboxes here in America. Let me guys show you what I'm talking about with Redbox. Okay, so let's go back to Paolo Triani's channel. He's getting a second plug of the day. Second plug of the day. Okay, Redbox in front of store. Let's Redbox in front of store. Let's go to images. Yeah, there we are, bro. Oh, Blockbuster Video with a Redbox right in front of it. Yeah, so we have these things called Redbox here in the great American country. We have Redboxes, and sometimes they're right out in front of a friggin' gas station. Sometimes they're in a Walmart or a CVS. There's a dude fixing the Redboxes. Sometimes there's a little snowman in front of the Redboxes. But we have this thing called Redbox, right? And you can actually go to a Redbox and you can rent like a movie or a game. And I've rented games. I've rented a VR game at a Redbox. I've actually, don't trust anyone who thinks he knows what's really going on. No one does. Yeah. The person that realizes that they don't know dick, they are the most knowledgeable person on planet Earth. But what I'm saying here is we can rent stuff. Like I rented Ace Combat or whatever. I rented Gran Turismo Sport. You know, I've rented some PlayStation VR games that were at Redbox. I paid $2 or whatever. I rented it for like a 24-hour period. And it's all gravy, right? Well, what I don't understand, why not do this on the Oculus store? For example, would you pay $1.99? Would you pay $2 to rent a game for like a 48-hour period? That would be a pretty good deal. Imagine, think of all the games that are on the Oculus store. Let's bounce over to the Oculus store since we're talking about this. Okay, let's go. For example, Dead and Buried 2. Like, you know, I'm mildly interested in Dead and Buried 2. I wouldn't mind checking out Dead and Buried 2. I've never played Dead and Buried 2. But if I could pay $1.99 and rent Dead and Buried 2 for 48 hours, and then also, if I ever decide to buy Dead and Buried 2, I automatically get a $2, I get $2 taken off the price because I've already rented it. You know, I've already rented it, so I have a $2 credit if I ever decide to buy it. But if I could pay $2 and rent Dead and Buried 2 for 48 hours, you know, I could see a hell of a lot of what Dead and Buried 2 is all about. I could play it for 48 hours. I could try different levels, different maps. I could do a freaking let's play about the game. You know, I could do a lot of things in a 48-hour period for $2, $1.99. Why don't you do this, Oculus? Well, they do have their free weekend thing, so that's even better. You know, you're getting your 48 hours and you're not paying anything. The problem is you've got to wait for the free weekend to happen. But what about something like Defector or Robo Recall or Blade and Sorcery or Chronos? $40? Chronos? But like some of these things, if you could rent them for $1.99 for a 48-hour period, I think it's a great idea. I don't understand, why are they leaving money on the table? You know, why not have this as an option? Now, part of it might be like servers and downloading and the cost of having servers and people downloading these gigantic gigs. Like, that's the problem, really, is all the gigs that you're downloading. Now, it would be really smart if it had a system similar to PlayStation 4, back when the PlayStation 4 first came out, where like, it would start downloading the game. Like you could play the first level of the game and it's continuing to download in the background. Like what if if you rented Blade and Sorcery, like maybe it only downloads the very first chapter, and then as you continue to play it and you get farther in it, it automatically downloads the second chapter. But if you never get that far in it, it only downloads the first chapter, so you can save some money. Somebody wants to join me on Skype right now. No, actually, okay, this guy, I talked to him. He's the guy that, he's the developer of like that baseball game that recently came out. And no, I'll get him on another show. I'm not going to do it right now. We're winding down. I mean, not winding down, but this show isn't going to be lasting forever. I'm not going to bring a guest on right now. Sorry about that. But anyway, I don't know. I think the rental idea is an idea worth having. I think we should have it. I don't understand why people aren't down with this. Let me go ahead and check out chat, though, and see what some folks are talking about as far as rental stuff. Let's see. Going back here. Main fan. Okay. Going back to the metaphysical minute, guys. Let's go back to the metaphysical minute. Okay. Main fan says karma is actually selfish. I won't do this bad thing because it might hurt me later. Selfish thinking. Guess what, main fan? I'm about to blow your mind, bro. Here's an extra opportunity for the metaphysical minute. Here's another metaphysical minute for your ass. And this one's going to shock you. This one's going to shock and amaze you. Everything you do is selfish. Everything. Every single thing you do is selfish. Everything. And that includes Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa is selfish as F. Selfish as F, but in a different way. Selfish as a mother, but in it as a Mother Teresa. Selfish as a Mother Teresa, but in a different way. Yeah, everything that humans do, selfish as F. Selfish as everything. Literally everything. There's no such thing as not being selfish. Everybody is being selfish. All the time. Period. Period dot. Period dot. But that's super advanced metaphysical minute. That goes into an entirely different kind of metaphysical minute. That goes into that is like freaking advanced, like I'm not even there yet. Like I'm not there with my metaphysical minute. So, but when you go there, you find out that literally every single thing you do is selfish as hell. But anyway, yeah, no, that's metaphysical minute part 2. Okay, now I'm sweating like a mofo, so I got to turn this fan on. Sweating like a mofo. Okay, sorry about that. Started to get sweaty. The extra metaphysical minute caused a little bit of extra sweatiness. Okay, I wanted to see what people were talking about as far as rentals go, though. Yeah, R. Gambo. Tyriel Wood. Tyriel Wood says 98% of human activity is selfish. I would say 99.9999 is selfish. Okay, Foldes says $1 an hour rental system would be Funhouse approved. Yeah, no, that's like freaking arcade machines and shit if we go down that road. The Ghastly Gamer says Steam has the same return policy. Why are you acting like this is a big deal? Well, no, does Steam give you 2 hours? Does Steam give you 2 hours? I thought it was a shorter period of time. I don't know if Steam gives you 2 hours. And I don't know if Steam automatically gives you 5 every month. Like, I don't think Steam is going to come out and say, you get 5 returns a month, bro, if you want to do that. An Epic Journeyman says Oculus Quest should do streaming game rentals and enable streaming in the operating system to allow us to stream from Steam or anywhere else. Guess what? It's coming, bro. It's coming, Epic Journeyman. Probably with Quest 2. Questicle 2. You'll probably be able to stream you'll be able to stream Oculus Rift games on your Oculus Quest for money, for a fee. You'll be able to do that. Beep to Beep says, no, I'm not ready for Skype today. See, Paradise Decay's jumping the gun there, saying Beep to Beep is going to jump onto the show. Beep to Beep says, for your information, Viveport has arcade rental by time, by seats, and infinity. Yeah, that's a little bit different. I mean, there are all kinds of arcade setups that you can do where you're paying like 19 cents a minute or whatever for like Arizona Sunshine and stuff like that. Show Game says you could finish a lot of games in 48 hours. You sure could. But I think the revenue that comes in is designed to, I think the revenue that comes in, I think you're going to be good there. I returned loads of, okay, this is Paradise Decay. He's saying, I returned loads of games in the Steam sale this year. I think it is 2 hours, also based on how long you have had the game. Yeah, 14 days, 2 hours. And you know, a lot of these people are doing this. One of the reasons that a lot of these policies are happening, it's because of the European Union. It's all about Europe, brah. I mean, I like Europe. Europe, you're doing some good stuff. Your crazy-ass policies in Europe are causing major problems for these gigantic-ass U.S.-based corporations. And it's easier for them to just have a universal policy for all territories, but they're shaping these universal policies based on the European Union, which, good job, Europe. You're doing a great job over there. I give you a lot of love. Okay, since we're on the Oculus store, do my eyes deceive me, ladies and gentlemen? Do my eyes deceive me? Free Diver, Triton Down is today's daily deal. You can grab this baby for $6. 6 bones. Now, it only lasts about an hour, but it is a pretty good 1 hour. It's a good 1 hour of entertainment, and you could probably play this a couple of times, and you could put somebody else in it. Maybe eventually it comes to the Oculus Quest, and maybe you can get some cross-buy love out of it as well. Free Diver, Triton Down for $6. Buccarinis. It is 33% off. The normal price is $9. You got a little over 11 hours left in this. This is a recent release too. It's not like this is some old ass ancient game from 2016. When did this game come out? May 29th. Yeah, I mean it's not that old. The Oculus Quest is older than this. This game is relatively recent. You can grab it for $6. Pretty good deal for anybody that didn't grab that already. So that is the daily deal. Also, of course, a reminder, Brass Tactics is having a free weekend. It's only got another day going on for that. And so that is over there on the Oculus store. Okay, let's see. What else did I want to get into? So we talked about the return policy. Okay, so let's go back over here to our standard setup. And, you know, one thing I did want to mention, so Studio Form VR is one of our Patreon supporters and has been one of our Patreon supporters for a while. And I absolutely appreciate it. I mean, I appreciate I appreciate anybody, even if you don't support us at all. I appreciate the people that come and watch this show and think it's the worst effing show ever. I appreciate you as well. In fact, I appreciate you more than somebody that has no opinion whatsoever. So much appreciation for everyone out there. But I absolutely do appreciate Studio Form VR being a Patreon supporter and donating money monthly to VR365, keeping the lights on, keeping the fan on, keeping the microphone turned on, and keeping my cat well fed. It's an awesome thing. But one of the things that Studio Form VR did is they sent me this pad. This is the Studio Form pad. In fact, you might even be able to see Studio Form right there on the label. Maybe, I don't know. Probably can't see it. But yeah, they sent me this pad for my Oculus Quest, which is something that they sell. And the reason I'm talking about this, guys, is I've now tried to do the counterweight thing. So I've got these AA batteries inside these other little things, and it's acting as a counterweight. And so I've been trying this out. I tried this last night, and I played Racket NX for the longest. Session I've ever played it. Oh my God, it's incredible. No, actually, what I will say about all of this is, you know what? It's better. Maybe I'm not doing it quite right. I mean, maybe I'm doing it wrong. That's one of the reasons I wanted to show this. Like, okay, here you go, Studio Form, dude. Do I have this all wrong? But I've got 2 AA batteries in this one, 2 AA batteries in that one, and then the pad here is like right about here. And I put this on, and it does work better. You know, it's better. It is more comfortable. Honestly, I'd rather have like a real deal Frankenquest though. I'm very tempted to go down the Frankenquest road. Maybe I should have went down the Frankenquest road from the very beginning, from Jump Street. Maybe I should have just went down the Frankenquest road right from the very beginning, and I didn't do that. Okay, let's see what else is in the news. But it's good. It's an improvement. It's definitely an improvement. I can't really rant and rave about it though, because it's better. It's better. It is better this way. Okay, so also in the news, one of the stories that we had. Scion VR says, if you tune in long enough, you get to witness Anthony rage quit. Yeah, you absolutely will, guys. I am very mild-mannered 99% of the time, but there is that 1%. Dude, I'm Sicilian. I've got Sicilian blood that is running through these veins. Don't you ever fuck me, Tony. Don't fuck me, Tony. Okay, no, I'm not Cuban. I'm Sicilian. I've got Sicilian blood, and there is a Sicilian temper. It is some real S. Like Sicilians, we're calm, we're relaxed, but you turn on us, and you will deal with some S, let me tell you. Sicilians go psycho. That's the problem with Sicilians. All right, so anyway, this is in the news. This is a patent, and Paradise Decay gave me a link to this patent, and I was looking at it and I was like, position tracking system for head mounted displays. Okay, what is this? What is this about? And then I scrolled down a little bit and I saw Valve Corporation, baby. Valve Corporation. Okay, so what this is a patent for inside out tracking. Inside out tracking for a possible future headset from Valve Corporation. Now, does this mean that Index 2, inside out tracking, baby, get these lighthouses out of Dodge? Is that what's going to happen here? I don't know. Look, patents come, patents go. There are millions of patents out there that have never seen the light of day. Nothing has ever happened with them. I guarantee you there's probably about 20 patents that Valve has right now that they've never used. Probably way more than 20, actually. All these companies, Sony, Oculus, Microsoft, everybody, it goes on and on and on. They've got patents coming out of their ears because you know what? You patent everything just in case. Just in case. You want to be on the safe side. So they're going to look into, well, they're already looking into inside out tracking. And a lot of people in chat, like if we go back to the very beginning of chat today, which is hard. Sometimes I try to scroll all the way back to beginning of chat, and it doesn't take me all the way back. Yeah, see, I'm going all the way back to beginning of chat, and F. Frank is talking about he hears me in Spanish. Like it didn't go back all the way to the beginning. But if I was able to go back all the way to the beginning, there were a number of people talking about if Index 2 is inside out tracking, get out of here. I want no part of that. I don't want inside out tracking. I want lighthouse tracking forever. I want lighthouse tracking forever. Do not go to inside out tracking. And I thought about this and I thought, why? Why are you so stuck to this idea? Look, I know the lighthouses, it's the way to go, man, especially if you're a freaking, if you're an onward player and you're using your rifle stocks and all of that, and you're doing your gun stock and you're getting your hand right up by your face like that. You want that perfect, flawless tracking. You don't want your body occluding something, and the inside out isn't quite there yet. But think about this, folks. 10 years from now, will there be any VR headsets? Any VR headsets that are selling in a modern day store or online that are going to feature outside-in tracking 10 years from now? None. It will not exist. The future is inside out. The future is inside out, man. We're going to have cameras on our freaking controllers. They're going to figure out other ways to do it. They're going to have different cameras. We're going to have little micro drones that are going to, you know what? The headset of the future, Okay, let me show you guys the headset of the future. So it's going to look like this. It's going to look like your typical VR headset. And then on the side here is going to be a little thing right here and a little thing right here. And as soon as you turn your headset on, it's going to go. Little drones, little tiny micro drones are going to start flying around outside of you. And they're going to be filming your body and tracking it in real time. And it's going to be inside out, dude, and it's going to be flawless. Don't worry about it. Well, I guess that would be kind of outside in, right? If you have little micro drones flying around your headset. But the future is not outside in. The future is inside out. And the sooner we come to grips with this, the better off we're going to be long term. Now, are we there yet? We're not there yet. We've got time. Don't worry about it. We've got time. So don't fight the feeling, guys. Do not fight the feeling. The future is coming for that ass, whether you like it or not. Slablay says, lighthouses make a high-pitched whine like a dentist drill. No thank. Yeah, I have heard that. It's kind of like when you turn your subwoofer off. Have you ever turned your subwoofer off? And then when your subwoofer completely powers off, it's like, woo. You hear this weird little thing in the background. Smart dust micro drones. Dude, micro drones are the future. Greg's VR says, Ants been at the bourbon again. Nope. Am I drunk? No, I'm not drunk. I'm perfectly sober. Let's go to metaphysical minute number 3. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so anyways, Amazon will provide tracking. Yeah, and they'll make deliveries with their micro drones. So anyway, we know Valve is working on inside-out tracking, which is a good thing, even if the Valve Index 2 non-glare edition, does not feature inside-out. Maybe Valve Index 3 Super non-glare edition will feature inside-out tracking. So it's good that they're working on it. I don't have a problem with this. I think it's all gizzies and hizzies. Okay, so now I want to go to Road to VR. Let's go ahead and bounce over to Road to VR. And we did have this story. I forgot to cover this yesterday and the day before. And so Elon Musk, Neuralink baby boy. Let's go ahead and get into this. Elon Musk Neuralink. It's going to happen. We are going to enter the Matrix a lot sooner than we all thought. Hell no, man. This shit is not going to happen. This is going to take so effing long. Okay, look. If you're about 17 years old right now, or maybe 14 years old, this might be in your future. But if you're like 35 or something, forget about it. This is not happening in your future. This is going to take so long. It is going to take so long. Well, this might happen if you're willing to go to Mexico, to some back alley in Mexico, and you're like, yeah, give me the freaking brain implant. I've heard it's amazing. I heard the experiences are incredible. The prawn is so next gen with the brain implants. Go ahead, do it. You're going to fly to Mexico, and you're going to be in a back alley, and they're going to wire your ass up, kind of like Minority Report style. Remember in the movie Minority Report where Tom Cruise, he got his eyeballs he got his eyeballs like removed out of his head and he got new eyeballs put in, and the guy was like, yeah, there's a sandwich in the fridge. That was one of the best scenes, man. It was one of the best scenes of my Minority Report when the guy was like, there's a sandwich in the fridge. You can eat that sandwich like 5 hours later or whatever. Just sit in this chair, don't do anything. And Tom Cruise was like using these like ropes that he was connected to because he couldn't see anything. And he opened up the fridge and he was like trying to grab where the sandwich was. And there was like a good sandwich that was like not rotten and shit. And it was sitting right there, but he was like scrambling around. He couldn't feel it. And he grabbed some other shit and he ate it. And oh my God, it was like rat infested. It was crawling with little bugs and shit. That was some crazy shit. Minority Report, a really underrated movie, actually. Very underrated. So, but that's kind of what you're going to be doing. You're going to be going to Mexico, and it's going to be all dirty like that. And you're going to eat some dirty-ass sandwich after they put that implant into your head. So this is how it's going to work. It's called the N1 sensor. It is an implantable system on a chip that has a number of extremely thin external threads that measure 4 to 6. I don't know what the hell that is. It's not centimeters. It's not millimeters. I don't know what that is. But 4 to 6 somethings in width, which is much thinner than a human hair. In its most basic sense, the company has created an implant capable of measuring spikes in electrical current directly where they happen in the brain, with the intention of reading, processing, and eventually writing information back to neurons via these tiny flexible threads. Okay, so if we go farther into this story here, you'll see that they were talking about like Valve, and Valve is talking about BMI, okay, brain machine interface. And across the virtual aisle here, it says Valve's resident experimental psychologist, Dr. Mike Abender, took the stage at GDC 2019 back in March to lay out the state of BMIs in gaming, brain machine interface. And so what they're talking about is you're going to wear a VR headset on your damn head anyway. And so this is a beautiful thing because you put a headset on your head. So this headset's going to be on your head any goddamn way. So they've got something on your head. So now they can measure your brain waves when they build in like the BMI into the actual headset, into the straps and stuff, so it can analyze your brain waves as you're playing a game, so they can find out when you're frustrated, when you're bored, when you're really excited or whatever, and they can sync that up with different moments in the game, and then they can make the game harder and adapt it, with AI and machine learning and deep neural networks and deep all kinds of stuff, right? Deep dives. And so they're going to do all this stuff with a headset, and it's going to be non-invasive, so they don't have to put a freaking implant into your brain, and so you don't have to go to Mexico. You don't have to go to that back alley in Mexico. Now here's the problem though. Ambender says he's comparing the EEG devices, the electroencephalogram. I like that word. Okay, he compares electroencephalogram devices to sitting outside a football stadium and trying to figure out what's happening on the field just by listening to the intensity of the crowd's reaction. It's simply too noisy of a signal to reliably decode. So that's the problem with having it outside of your head. They don't really know exactly what you're doing when they're outside of your skull. You're outside of the football stadium. You're trying to guess. You're outside the Dallas Cowboys stadium. You hear all the fans booing like crazy. What are you supposed to do? Are you supposed to guess that Tony Romo just threw a pick that was returned all the way for a touchdown? Well, that's probably a very accurate guess, because that's probably exactly what happened if you hear everybody booing and Tony Romo was still playing for the Dallas Cowboys. But yeah, it's just unreliable. So they want to put an implant into your actual brain. And the way it's going to be started initially is it's really going to be started for people that have major injuries, where they're going to try to figure out where people can control like artificial limbs and stuff. So it's going to be a long process. It is going to be a very long process. At one point in this thing, Elon Musk is talking about the FDA, like the FTC, like all of these improvements and stuff. It's going to take so long for this to happen. It's kind of cool that it's already underway. Like, I'm glad they're working on this, but I don't think it's going to be around in my lifetime unless I live to like 99 or something. Maybe in the last few years it'll be available. But I don't know, man. I think this is pretty far away, and I can tell you I'm not going to be the first dude to sign up for this. But anyway, let's go ahead and bounce back to chat and see what some peeps are talking about here in chat, as it's about time to get the hell out of here. Let's see here. It's picometers, nanometers, okay? 4 to 6 picometers. Elon said it is similar to LASIK surgery, in and out within a few hours. Yeah, no big deal, man. No big deal. We're going to dial right into your brain, but it's no big deal. Yeah, they're testing it on primates. Planet of the Apes, anybody? Yeah, ape shall not kill ape. That is Slayblaze in chat. Dude, Planet of the Apes is dope. Like, I like the original Planet of the Apes movies. Like the new ones. Like, are they ever going to get... Are the new Planet of the Apes movies ever going to get to the point where it's like way into the future and humans are dumb as freaking turds and like they can't even speak, like they don't even use their vocal boxes, and like the apes are riding around on freaking nice horses and the Statue of Liberty is like buried in the sand? Like, are we ever going to get back to that? Like, I want those Planet of the Apes. I don't think we have those Planet of the Apes. I don't know what they're doing. People are talking in chat. End of next year, human trials. Yeah, all they need to do is get people that are on like death row. Get people on death row. Elon Musk just needs to sign a deal with the penitentiary system. Get people on death row and say, hey, would you like to volunteer for a bomb-ass brain implant? I know you only got 2 months until you're about to be electrocuted, but we can give you some incredible VR experiences for the last 2 months of your life. We'll go ahead and implant this thing into you. It's no big deal. It's going to happen, folks. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. All right, well, I'm starting to flounder. I'm pretty much out of stories to go to, and so I think we're going to wrap it up and call this a show. A VR 365 show, another crazy show. Yeah, you never know what's going to happen, man. We had a couple metaphysical minutes on today's show. That was kind of exciting. And I basically was saying that every single thing that everyone does is pretty much 99.9% selfishness. Now, I know that's not going to go over very well with a lot of people, but it is the God's honest truth, as crazy as it may be. But yeah, that's going to go ahead and do it for this particular episode of VR 365. Now, the big question is, guys, is tomorrow's show going to be on Twitch or is it going to be on YouTube? And I'm not sure. I got to check with this person that I might be interviewing tomorrow. And if the interview happens, it's going to be on YouTube. If the interview doesn't happen, we're going to have a Twitch stream. So we'll have to see. But as soon as I have the info on that, as soon as it's confirmed, I'll probably have a thumbnail on YouTube and I'll probably tweet something out, and so it'll be all good. But either way, we're going to have a show tomorrow, one way or the other. We're either going to be on Twitch or YouTube. We're going to have a show. It's going to happen. And I'll see everybody then. But remember, there is a free weekend going on. Brass Tactics and Final Assault are both having their free weekend. There's also a very good demo you can try out called Vertigo 2. A lot of people ranting. I think people are a little bit too hyped on the Vertigo 2 demo. It's kind of crazy what some people are talking. Oh, the codes! Oh my God, I forgot all about the codes. Holy shit. Okay, holy shit. Sorry guys. Let's do the codes. Oh my God. I went through this whole show without the codes. I forgot about it. Totally forgot. Okay, so I got to tell you guys how we're going to do the codes. Okay, hold on. Time out, guys. Time out. I got to tell you guys how we're going to do these codes. Okay, so I'm going to do it trivia style like we did last time. So these are Steam codes. Now the last digit or letter is going to be blank. There's going to be an underscore there. Okay, so I'm going to put the code on the screen, but don't immediately scramble to put the code in because I'm going to have a trivia question. I'm going to ask a question. For example, the question might be this: the color of the sky is what? The color of the sky is what? Well, the answer would be blue, right? What's the first letter of blue? B. So that would be the letter that would go in the end of the Steam code. Or it could be, how many fingers does the average person have? And the answer would be 10. Okay, so then the number would go in or whatever. So it's going to be like that, all right? So it's going to be the same way I did it, trivia style. So here it is, the first code. We'll go ahead and do Adrift first. because I think it's probably the cheapest game, so probably not a lot of hype to get in a drift code because it goes on sale quite a bit. But once again, thanks to Paolo Triani, such a nice gesture of him to offer up these codes. Okay, here it is. Bam. Okay, so this is a drift. That is the game key. Now here is the quiz, the pop quiz. A popular term describing the annoying glare found in VR HMDs is called what? Okay, what is it called? What is the first letter of the phrase that it's called? That would go into that little empty spot there at the end of the game key. Okay, a popular term describing the annoying glare found in VR HMDs is called what? Okay. Now the code is E as in Edward, H as in Harry, 675, 4, K as in Kevin, Q as in Queen, B as in boy, 6, Q as in Queen, 6, Z as in Zed, D as in dead, and then we don't know. What is the final thing? I don't know. We don't know. Good one. Paradise Decay. Good one. Index rays. Index rays. Yeah, it's an I. You got it. You got it, Paradise. Index rays. You got it. It's an I. Well, I guess Paradise got adrift. Okay, good job, Paradise. You got it. Oh, FF Frank got it. FF Frank. Yeah, God rays is the answer, and G was the magical answer there. Man, it's a damn shame I wasn't doing these throughout the show, because this is fun, isn't it? It's really fun to do it like this, right? This is the best way to do a game key. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Let me know in chat. Let me know in comments after the fact. I think it's a great idea, the way I'm doing this. I give myself a pat on the back. Good job. Okay, the next game we're going to do, Electronauts. And once again, we're going to do this same style. There's going to be a pop quiz for that last key. That last digit or number or whatever it is. Okay, here it is, Electronauts. Okay, here's the question. This bloody yet cartoony gladiator game recently came out of early access and will also be making its way to PlayStation VR. A bloody yet cartoony gladiator game recently came out of early access and will also be making its way to PlayStation VR. Okay, what is the name of that game? What is the first letter? That's going to go right in that spot. So this is for Electronauts. We got YYF7Y, E47RP, 4EDK, and then something. Okay, so this bloody yet cartoony gladiator game recently came out of early access and will also make its way to PlayStation VR. Yeah, once again, thanks to Paolo Triani for these keys. He has provided these keys. This is Electronauts, which is a really cool party game. A really cool party game if you're ever having a party. Okay, redeemed. Okay, Chatty got it. Yeah, it is G for Gorn. Yes, Gorn is a bloody yet cartoony gladiator game that is coming to PlayStation VR, and a lot of people are hoping it's going to come to Oculus Quest, and I guarantee you they're going to try to move heaven and earth to get that puppy on Quest, because there's so much money on the table if they don't get that on Quest. They're going to try to do it, so they're going to be working on it. Absolutely. Okay, the next game is Star Trek Bridge Crew. Let's go ahead and do this one. Star Trek Bridge Crew. Here it is. Okay, here's the question. An incredible documentary about the Stuxnet virus done in VR is called... What is it called? An incredible documentary about the Stuxnet virus done in VR is called... I just talked about this like a couple of days ago. I was talking about the greatest VR experiences, the most incredible VR experiences that we have, like really good experiences in VR, non-games, and one of them is called Blank Blank. And it is an incredible documentary about the Stuxnet virus done in VR. What is it called? Okay, so that is whatever the first letter, or if there's a number or whatever, that would go into that final spot there. Now we're looking at BDJ. I think that's a 0. I think it's a 0, not an O, but it could be an O. There's a slight chance it could be an O. BDJ 0T B58CJ BW8Q something. 8Q something. Okay, so what is it? What is the incredible documentary about the Stuxnet virus? What is that documentary? I'll see if I can find it, actually, because I've been doing, I just did this the other day. And yeah, so somebody probably did it. Somebody probably got it by now. So I'm going to go 0 Days VR. That's it, man. Yeah, this is the incredible VR documentary that is based on the Stuxnet virus. All about that. I thought they did an incredible job on this. I think it won like an Emmy Award. It absolutely deserves the Emmy Award. So the first letter is Z. So those of you that didn't get this, the first letter is Z. Yeah, the thing is, do not participate in this unless you feel like you really know the answer. Because if you don't know the answer, you might get blocked out of Steam. You might get locked out of Steam if you don't know the answer, if you put in too many guesses. So make sure you know the answers for these ones. Okay, so I got to imagine somebody got it, right, by now? Somebody got it. Okay, so anyway, folks, man, I can't believe I forgot to do these. I wanted to sprinkle these in throughout the show. It would have been so much better. I freaking ruined it. My bad. Can't believe I completely and totally forgot about it. That shit happens. It does happen. Okay, so anyways, that is going to go ahead and do it for today's episode of VR 365 Live. You know, today is episode 241. Can you believe that we are on episode 241? That is a lot of episodes. That's a lot of episodes. Remember, we changed YouTube channels. We used to be on VR Game Rankings. The YouTube channel was called VR Game Rankings. We moved to a new YouTube channel called VR 365, and we have had 241 episodes. That is pretty friggin' incredible that we've had that many episodes. And episode 242, is it going to be on Twitch? Is it going to be on YouTube? I don't know yet. I don't know. It depends if we have a big guest tomorrow or not. I'll try to find that out soon. I'll try to tweet it out about it, and I'll try to have a thumbnail on YouTube if that is going to happen. But otherwise, I will be on Twitch at around 11:30 Pacific time tomorrow. And so I'll see everybody then. But yeah, I'll see you guys then. It's about lunchtime for me. I need to go have some good lunch. Maybe I'll go to Le Bout and I'll get myself a nice croissant. Le Bout, wonderful coffee, wonderful croissants, wonderful muffins and salads, and all kinds of things. Le Bout, my sponsor. Alrighty, folks. We'll see you tomorrow. Everybody have a good one. Take it easy. Later.